This is where we first met Oyuntitzig. She was living in a shed.
If I saw you on the street.
She was still mourning the death of her husband, the loss of her home, and she was fearing for her son Segi's life. He had been burned in the house fire. Then he was kicked out of school because he wouldn't talk due to the trauma. Now he spent his days collecting garbage from the streets. He was so depressed. Their dirt floor home was insulated with cardboard. This was deadly because Mongolian winter is bitter cold, with negative 40-degree nights. It was November. Time was running out. I feared for Segi that he would give up and turn to the manholes to live as many other Mongolian children do.
When did love become unmoving? When did love become unconsuming?
That night, a true miracle happened. Someone donated funds to buy a ger. We knew it was God's gift to Oyuntitzig and Segi. They were no longer homeless.
I once had a good life, but very quickly everything has changed. My house burned down and we lost everything. During this hard time, my husband got sick and he died. Then late one night, coming home from my job, I was attacked and stabbed. I almost died. It took a long time to recover. I couldn't work. Eventually, I was homeless. I was getting so desperate. Winter was coming and my son was suffering. I wondered if we ever would be okay again. I had a hope in my heart that someone would help.
God's blessing didn't stop there. Troy and Segi began to meet and talk together. Segi came alive. All he needed was a little hope.
Those were very hard times. I remember being cold. I wanted to help my mom. I worked so hard and I still do. It was very hard not having a home. My mom was sick and I thought she might die. I don't even like to think about those days. All that is behind me now. I have a home and a job, and I can't think of anything else I need. It means so much to me that we don't have to live like that anymore.
I asked Segi if he had a dream for his future. His answer didn't surprise me.
Of course I have dreams. I want to own my own business someday, but first I want to learn to drive a car.
When did love become unmoving?
I now have a great friend in Oyuntitzig. She's become an important part of our community. She's the life of the party, the first one to dance and sing and serve with all her heart. She joined our Bible study group recently, saying, "I want to know more about the ways of your God."
I have so much to be thankful for.
Life for the poor worldwide is very difficult. If you look at all the problems, you can just feel overwhelmed. But over and over again, we've been reminded that it's one person at a time. Something simple like a gift of warm shoes or some coal and wood to keep a family's home warm can bring hope. And hope changes lives.
My Father, my love, you can have me.